bullshit hockey team. Bullshit. Fucking Rolf Kruger, Jeff Skinner, just like a fucking laughing stock. Fucking Rolf Kruger didn't fucking know how to coach a fucking hockey. What's going on, y'all? It's the Caveman back at it again with another fucking rant because the Buffalo Sabres don't know how to play hockey because Rolf Kruger is a complete asshole, has no idea what he's doing as an NHL hockey coach, and the narrative that he's a soccer coach may as well be true because he has no idea what he's doing in the NHL whatsoever. Get him out of our front office because he doesn't know what the hell he's doing with this hockey team, and he's literally throwing it down the toilet. I am so worked up. I'm so done with the antics, the bullshit, the scandalous fucking mannerisms that Rolf Kruger is walking around this organization and pulling off with our players. It is getting so out of hand, it's unbelievable. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back about a week from now, all right? So today is Friday, February 26th. Let's go back about a week from now. I think it was like last Saturday, last Sunday, whatever the case was. Jeff Skinner was sat for the first game. And people were like, okay, you know, obviously Jeff Skinner and Rolf Kruger aren't on the same page. People were like, yeah, obviously there's something going on there. This isn't all that surprising. It'll just be a one and done thing. Show Skinner that, you know, you're benchable, dude. You'll be back out there, but you're benchable. And that's what everybody thought it was. And then they played again on Tuesday. And Rolf Kruger's like, oh, Jeff Skinner's scratched again. Okay. So Jeff Skinner's scratched. I think at that point, Tobias Reeder was also already hurt. So why is Jeff Skinner not playing in the second game? So now he's scratched twice. So now we're really like, okay, I guess fool me once, shame on you, or what's the fucking saying? Anyway, so Jeff Skinner is benched twice, and after that game, or before that game, whatever the case was, he was asked, why is Skinner in your doghouse? You know, one of the reporters asked Rolf Kruger, why is Skinner in the doghouse? And as far as hockey goes, it's a term for, like, a player being on the bad side of a coach right now, or a player not doing something that the coach wants them to do, therefore he's out in the doghouse. It's a phrase in hockey. And Rolf Kruger, being a hockey coach, absolutely knows what that means. But the reporter asked, why is Jeff Skinner in your doghouse? And Rolf Kruger's response was, I don't know what a doghouse is. I don't have a doghouse. That's a load of crock of bullshit, all right? Stop avoiding the issue, which has been the issue from day one with this guy. He avoids any and all issues that is with his hockey team, that is with his coaching style. He just completely avoids and evades anything that has to do with him. He just does not like to own up to decisions he's making right to the face of the public. But anyway, so Jeff Skinner gets scratched for a second game. We're like, whatever. Okay, fine. He will be back for this third game. There's no way he's not because we have injuries across the board. Tobias Reeder's hurt. I can't even remember the other injuries right now, but we have a lot of injuries. Like, I'm so worked up right now. I don't even know who else was injured, but we had a lot of injuries, and we're like, well, Jeff Skinner has to play. Like, there's no way he doesn't, right? But yeah, and that was the other thing. So Jack Eichel, they finally came out a couple days ago and said Jack Eichel has been dealing with an upper body injury since training camp. And we're all like, that explains why this guy has not been producing at all. Like, Jack Eichel has not been Jack Eichel for these past couple of weeks. And we're all like, why? And we've come to the conclusion before they even released that statement that Jack Eichel has to be hurt. But then they finally released a statement. And before that, before the Buffalo Sabres released a statement saying that Jack Eichel was injured, a reporter asked Rolf Kruger if Jack Eichel was hurt or something, or what the deal was with Jack Eichel. And Rolf Kruger's report, what he said to that reporter was that Jack Eichel's not hurt. He said he's just lacking confidence or something along those lines. He did not own up to the fact that Jack Eichel's been hurt. Why the hell would you not release that? Why would you not just tell the public? Why are you lying to everybody? Yesterday comes and we're playing the Devils again for what feels like the 700th consecutive time. We're playing the New Jersey Devils, right? So Jack Eichel, so they come out with that Jack Eichel's injured, right? And everybody's like, okay, that makes sense. And all of a sudden he's day-to-day, and all of a sudden he doesn't skate in the morning skate yesterday morning. You know, they skate before the game every morning, and he didn't skate in the morning skate before yesterday's game. And everybody's like, okay, yeah, whatever, he's gonna play. Like, the report came out, they said that Jack Eichel's gonna play. There's no worries about it whatsoever. It's just maintenance reasons. You know, he's going to play, right? He warms up, right? Nobody suspects anything's wrong, right? Everybody's like, okay, Jack Eichel warmed up. He's gonna be playing. You know, there's no big deal. There's no issue to be had here. And then all of a sudden, I'm watching Martin Baron on the pregame show, and he goes, just got word that Jack Eichel's not playing. I'm like, what the fuck? Jack Eichel's not playing all of a sudden? So this whole day, he was fine? He was fine the whole time. It was just maintenance, right? And all of a sudden, he's not playing. We're like, okay, what the hell? And who does Rolf Kruger decide to bring from the taxi squad up? Mind you, let me go back again. Jeff Skinner did not practice with the regular lineup. He practiced with the fucking taxi squad yesterday morning. That's just so disrespectful. I can't even imagine it. But anyway, so Jeff Skinner skates with the taxi squad. So he's on the taxi squad going into this game. We already knew he's going to be scratched. And on top of that, he's on the taxi squad. And then we're going to this game. Jack Eichel's not playing. The only guy that can make the situation worse, he replaces him with Tage freaking Thompson. I can't tell you how much this guy pisses me off, how much he pisses the entire Buffalo Sabres fan base off. This guy is so bad at hockey. I'm sorry, but he just makes so many blind passes. Like, you're better off putting a squirrel with a stick on the ice over this guy. Like, he is so useless. He makes so many blind passes. He did it in the game that he just played, and then he replaced Jack Eichel. He goes out there on the power play, makes a blind pass between his legs, and the Devils get it out on the power play. Tage Thompson is miserable. Tage Thompson he's actually a meme at this point. Like, people laugh at Tage Thompson because of how bad at hockey he is. He should be stapled to the bench. Actually, he should be stapled in the AHL. He should never see the NHL ice ever again. But anyway, that's a different story. He for some reason replaces Jack Eichel over Jeff Skinner, and that is just, talk about blatant disrespect. Talk about bullshit. That was like, oh my god. Oh my god. How can you replace Jack Eichel with fucking Tage Thompson with Jeff Skinner's on your bench? I don't care if he has 1 point in 14 games. Tage Thompson's useless. Jeff Skinner's not a detriment. He may not be going out there and scoring or producing on offense, but at least he's not a detriment when he's on the ice. Tage Thompson's literally a walking pine cone. That dude cannot do shit. So we go out and play the Devils. Our first line is Riley Sheahan, Victor Olofsson, and Sam Reinhart. And who scores the first goal? Riley freaking Sheahan. Like, oh my god. I mean, that game was just like, it was one of those games where we were getting, as a fan base, a feeling like this would be a game we would win. Just that's such a Sabres thing to do, is win this game. With all the injuries we have, Jack Eichel's not playing, Jeff Skinner's not playing, Tobias Rieder's not playing, a lot of shit going wrong. And then, of course, Linus Ullmark just continuing his Vezina-like run. This dude has been out of his fucking mind. Linus Ullmark has been our best player, and it hasn't been close. He's been playing lights out. He reminds me of Ryan Miller when he was here in his later years when we were good, and Ryan Miller was like our only good player anymore. I know there are some people that would disagree with me there, but Ryan Miller was standing on his head in his last couple of years here, and that's how I feel like Linus Ullmark is right now. I don't know if he's leaving anytime soon. I don't think he's leaving anytime soon, but it just feels like he's the only guy that's able to do fucking anything for this hockey team anymore. But anyway, of course, listen, you make a humongous save on Nico Hischier, and he gets hurt. He plays the rest of the first period, but then Carter Hutton comes in, and that, you know, Carter Hutton is nowhere near the level of Linus Ullmark, especially how Linus has been playing as of late. But he's not been bad. You know, he did his best. There were some goals that, you know, you kind of wish, the overtime goal that they scored, you're kind of wishing, you know, maybe we could get a stop there, you know, but whatever, that's not the case anyway. We had no business winning that hockey game. We had no business stealing a point in overtime in the first place because we just were depleted. We're a mess. We're a fucking dumpster fire. We had no business getting a point in that game in the first place. But somehow, it gets worse. It gets worse. So today comes, well, let's go back to last night. The last night post-game interview from Ralph Kruger, right? A reporter asks, was Jack Eichel, is this the same injury that Jack Eichel has had? Like, that you just reported on a couple days ago. Is this the same injury that you were just talking about? He says no. What? So Jack Eichel injured, Ralph Kruger said that Jack Eichel injured something completely different in warmups. That is a crock of fucking bullshit. What is there even to lie about? Why even lie about that? You cannot tell me Jack Eichel re-injured something else in warmups. There's no way it's not the same injury. I don't know what the hell he's talking about, but Jack Eichel definitely re-injured whatever was bothering him in the first place. But apparently, according to Ralph Kruger, it was a completely new injury. They were completely blindsided by this. They're so surprised that he wasn't able to go. Wow, it's a new development. Bullshit, Ralph Kruger. Ralph Kruger's out here lying about Jack Eichel's injuries. He's lying about why Jeff Skinner's not playing. He's just not owning up to decisions. He's not owning up to shit for some reason. This guy is just slithering around the Buffalo Sabres organization and just flushing it down the toilet. I don't know what his deal is, man. I mean, he's preaching principles. He wants to play a defensive-minded hockey game, but then he keeps the Cody Eakin, Kyle Laposa line together. It doesn't make any sense, man. There's just... Oh my god, this guy is just a straight liar. He's a straight fool. He's a buffoon. The Rieder, Eakin, Oposo line, dude, it's been bad. It's been straight bad, and he's kept that line together the entire year, but he sits Jeff Skinner because he's just not buying into his principles or some shit. Somebody asked him today in the interview that they had with Kruger today, they said, what does Jeff Skinner have to do to get back in the lineup? And all Ralph Kruger talked about, he pretty much evaded the question, but he just said players need to be accountable. They need to be, you know, buying into the principles or some BS, dumbass bullshit. I don't know. This guy is he's full of bullshit. That's really all it comes down to. And Jeff Skinner was also interviewed today, and people are just like, you know, do you want to be here? Do you want to be in Buffalo? And Jeff Skinner handled it completely professionally. He was like, of course I want to be in Buffalo. You know, Coach Kruger, he's got a lot of different guys to be worrying about. He's doing what he feels is best for the team. He was completely professional about it. And I give Jeff Skinner props. Somebody did ask him, do you, Jeff, and Ralph Kruger see eye to eye? And he just kind of laughed it off. He was just like, you know, he just kind of went on with the question, but he laughed at it because he knew what everybody was saying was correct on the outside. That is exactly what's going on. He reads and sees everything that goes on in the Sabres fan base that that everybody talks about, all the reports that come out. He knows they're all true, and that's why he laughs at a question like that. He just knows how big of a joke this shit has been. So, bottom line, you know, I think the Sabres organization is on fire. I think there's no other way to handle it. I don't know where the fuck Kevin Adams is. I don't know if he's on a yacht and who knows, God knows where. Who the hell knows where this guy is? I don't know why in God's name this guy hasn't addressed a single fucking thing that's been going on in this dumpster fire. He sees all the bullshit that's being talked about on the media and shit. He knows what's going on. I don't know why he's hiding in a cubbyhole like he has no control over the situation. I'm just getting sick of this lack of transparency. I mean, they're lying about injuries at this point, which is completely unnecessary. Ralph Krueger has not owned up to a single decision he's made about Jeff Skinner. It's just, this whole thing is a fucking dumpster fire. Jack Eichel's day to day. We won't see Linus Ullmark all weekend now. It's just, this shit, I don't know, man. I've been swearing a lot in this video. I apologize, but this is just miserable, man. Every single sense of it is just absolutely dog shit miserable. Now, I honestly can't remember the last time, like, shit has been this bad. Like, we've been a bad hockey team for a while now, but at least we've been somewhat respected to an extent. Now we're just a laughing stock. Now everybody's just laughing at us like, oh, wow, you guys are driving Jack Eichel out. You guys don't even want Jeff Skinner, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, we're a laughing stock at this point. I've been thinking this whole time, how could this situation get any worse than it's already gotten? And it's surprised me each and every time how much worse it's gotten. So who knows what we're in for? Who knows what's in store for us next? Like, this shit is about to get wild again for no fucking reason. We'll just play hockey. Just play your best guys and play hockey, Rolf. It's not that fucking hard. Oh, wait, one more thing. I forgot to add it. I always do this shit, but I forgot to add it because there's so much bullshit that's going down with the Sabres. This is one more thing. So apparently Jeff Skinner's agent had talked to Kevin Adams, and I guess Ralph Krueger somehow didn't know that happened over a 24-hour time period. And on top of that, Ralph Krueger said that he has 24-hour communication with Kevin Adams. And somehow, if he has 24-hour communication with Kevin Adams and he didn't know that Jeff Skinner's agent talked to Kevin Adams, how do you not know that? How is it not communicated? There's clearly some bullshit going on here. How is it not communicated? Ralph Krueger, Kevin Adams, these two guys are clowns. Yeah, so I'm sure you watching this share the same exact opinion that I do. There's no reason why Ralph Krueger needs to lie about Jack Eichel's injury and getting re-injured in warm-ups for a completely new injury. Like, that's complete cap. You're out of your fucking tree, Ralph. So yeah, I've been freaking out about this ever since all the developments that were going down. I was freaking out, you know, one by one on my Twitter timeline. I just can't help myself. I go to Twitter and I just air out my grievances every single time I see something go down with the fucking Sabres. You know, I just tweet it out every single time. If you want to go follow me over there, that's where I do all my bullshitting, and then I'll, you know, kind of compile it all into a video like this. But if you want to follow me over there, I'd appreciate that. But anyway, I want to know your thoughts on the Sabres. I want to know your thoughts on everything going on with the Buffalo Sabres. If you have a football comment to make, I'll answer it down below too. I don't know what the hell is going on with football right now. But anyway, any questions, any comments you may have, leave them down below in the comment section. I will absolutely answer them as I always do. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, do all the fun stuff. If you want to go follow me on Twitter, like I just said, I would appreciate that as well. But if you enjoyed the video, I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.